Hello again. I'm cold, innit? But it's dry. That's one good thing. Cold and dry. But we are. Evenings are pulling out. Everything's on up now. We're alright. Everything's on up. Mornings are getting better. Say evenings are getting lighter. So there we are. I hope everybody's okay. 2021. I remember not so long ago it seemed to me that we was all worried what was going 2020 bring. All the computers and all was been shut down, but nothing happened, did it? Carry on. Be alright. I'm just looking forward now to get things back to a bit something like normal again, and we'll be alright. Now look. There we go. Put that pen away a minute. There we are. I'm going to do another one today with Herbert Lean. This one's called Events at School. Heather, mother and boy Richard Henry was sitting round the front fire, 'cause the slab in the kitchen was puffing like an engine, making the room full of smeech. Out of the school bell ring now, like as if 'tis a funeral, asked Feather. Oh, 'tis only going slow till the teachers get more money, laughed Richard Henry. We have some fun at school now. Johnny Jams to bring in a note to teacher every day from his mother. He did read it out to we before school time. Yesterday, the note told teacher where to get off, 'cause her Johnny to know when he want to leave the room as well as she do. Wrote on one side, and give the cat drop milk on the backside. Teacher got fitty amazed and sent a note back by Johnny. We was all dagging to know what was put upon. He didn't want to reading, but had to 'cause he want to join our class union. What was Pawnin? Asked mother, who hadn't got no good blood for Mrs. James since she said mother was like a sack of flour tied in the middle. 'Twas said, continued Richard Henry, Dear Mrs. James, Johnny tells me you had a black eye after coming home drunk last night. I am very sorry, and hope you will soon be able to write me another of your most amusing notes to add to my collection of schoolboys' howlers to be read out at our next school concert. Mrs. James hadn't sent no more notes. Tom Slow was outside the window, looking like a gander geeking in a bussa. Open the door, will he, Richard Henry, and leave Tom in, asked Feather. Have you ever noticed how anybody come down here live from up long? Isn't in the place not 24 hours before they're into everything. Man comed up alongside me to live, 'cause he's delicate. Yesterday he ate 15 scrowlers while his wife was getting dinner. Now he's put in shop steward up chapel. Already the gate is gone up, and 2 linesmen take up the offertory. I could mind an Irishman living in the house, but he was a churchman, and so was his wife. Now he dearly loved drop beer, but didn't know when to stop. Things got worse in pub every night, and no money take home, so she up and told the father all about it. After church the next morning, the father laid down the law and told him if he ever got drunk again, he would turn into a great black dog. This is frightening so much he never had another drink for weeks. And what upset things was, one night he come home from down bingo, off to the pub he went and got drunk as a wheel. When he going home, he remembered what the father told him. Having get faith in father, he knowed he could do anything. He started sweat, and the further he was going, the more he was feeling and acting like a dog. 2 or 3 times he had to stop and scratch himself, and just as he was going up his front garden path, he went down on his hands and knees to scratch the front door. No answer, so he scratched again, and still no answer. Then it suddenly dawned on him he ought to bark and let out a most awful howl. His wife heard this, saying to herself, That's that old dog in next door. I'll soon drive he off. She picked up a pan of old dirty dishwater, opened the door quietly, and threw the water all over poor Pat. I don't know if it cured or no, but I do know if he ever see the black dog afterwards, he would make the sign of the cross and go another way. Well, time be going, suppose. Nice that bit chat. So long. Again, another one by David Prowse, The Salesman. We were selling our broccoli down by the road, and father took time to explain how politeness and charm and a willing resolve would impress all the buyers who came. I listened intently, for father knew best, and a lad should be willing to learn, in addition to which I'd been offered a share in the likely financial return. So I took extra trouble when business began to adopt a more respectable approach, with an eye on a profit and no small regard for the pride of my consummate coach. Then this couple drove up in a large modern car. "Which one shall we have?" he inquired, as his wife curled her lips from the passenger seat like a queen who'd been semi-retired. It soon became clear that on matters of taste she was not the most easy to please, as she turned up her nose at each sample in turn, which he offered from down on his knees. The sagging continued for ages, it seemed, their dispute growing steadily worse, as I waited in vain for a choice to be made and a copper or two from his purse. And then I saw father advancing at speed, waving arms at his spread-eagled veg. I could tell by his face he was less than serene, so decided to watch from the edge. Then his words demonstrated his client technique, his discomfort carefully concealed. "If you can't find the one that you want in the box, there's 10 acres more in the field." Thanks very much.